wasn't going to say hi to Rachel.
Hey, Jack.
This year has been an extraordinary year of travel for us. With the surprise arrival of our eldest son Finn, our vlogs have jumped forward 4,000 nautical miles from November 2020 at the Great Barrier Reef on the east coast of Australia to real-time July 2021 on the west coast. That's a lot of water under the keel and plenty of untold stories. We've decided to continue our episodes in Western Australia, dropping back from time to time to revisit interesting places we have seen along the way. Western Australia is less visited by cruising boats, mainly due to the vast distances you have to sail to get here and the harsh weather you may encounter along the way. As we journey north, the towns become more spaced out, the internet more patchy. No internet! The coastline more exposed, but also more beautiful in its isolation. It calls upon us to stock our pantry well and improve our skill at catching fish. In April this year, after crossing the Great Australian Bight in convoy with Zatara, Sunrise and Slow Motion, we sailed into the safe haven of Freemantle Sailing Club Marina, where we met the wonderful free-range sailing crew Pascale and Troy. They had just completed the circumnavigation of Australia in their tiny 30-foot yacht, Barul. To get some perspective, that's 30-foot Barul at the top of the picture, with 60-foot Zatara behind, followed by us on 42-foot Javelot and 50-foot Sunrise in the rear. Troy generously helped Rob fix our main sheet traveller. These guys call Western Australia home and gave us lots of advice on what to expect as we travelled up the coast. So when we caught up with them again in the Abrolhos Islands, they showed us how they supplement their larder with kai moana, food of the ocean. This is Rob, and I'm Rachel, and these are our boys, Finn, Declan and Ivan. We have sailed our catamaran Javelot across the Pacific Ocean. We would love it if you join us for the adventure.
'Cause this way is my home.
If I could bribe this life with roses, I plant as many as my desires. Their thorns.
So it's 10:15. The sun is now fully risen. I'm still a little bit chill, but warming up. We've got about 15 miles to go before we go through a cut and turn to port to catch up with free range sailing. Troy and Pascale, they're fantastically knowledgeable people about living off the minimal amount of just everything really, and good people. They're not going to be there for long though. I think they're going to leave the next day, actually tomorrow, and then we'll head out to the South Islands further south in the Abrolhos. Zatara and Sunrise are going to be heading out there tomorrow. Apparently that's where better kite surfing can be had if there is wind, and I doubt very much there's going to be much wind. In the meantime, looking forward to hanging out, doing a bit of diving, maybe even do a bit of spearfishing. Don't know, it's going to be great.
The Abrolhos Islands, situated 35 nautical miles west of Geraldton, consist of 22 low-lying ironstone islands and rocks surrounded by coral reef. The only houses belong to the commercial rock lobster fishermen and women. Fishing is popular and bountiful in the Abrolhos, as we're about to learn. So, this wetsuit gets smaller every time I put it on. We're hitting the ground running. We're getting ready to go for a dive, just a snorkel with Troy and Pascale. They're going to show us how to catch rock lobster. They've already given us a coral trout when we arrived, which was very kind of them.
Very kind.
So we're going to try and supplement that with some lobster and maybe a little bit of spear fishing on the side as well. We'll see how we go.
Should be fun.
guide. In the cracks is where I'll hide. I'll crawl down, down to the bottom. That's where your soul is slowly.
Oh, that was a shame. Missed him. He came shooting out, ran around.
He swam. Had him and then had it. Got out.
No beginner's luck for us with the lobster fishing, but we fared better with the spear gun. Rob mistook a sweet lips for the coral trout. Not an ideal fish, but we turned him into tasty Thai fish cakes. And Declan, first time with a spear gun in his hand, brought home the bacon with his first shot.
I'll never hurt you again until tomorrow.
Look at that! The boy becomes a man. He's his first fish.
That's a good fish.
Yeah.
That is a good fish. That's a good size. What is that?
I was aiming for that,
Is that
but
a
I could
groper?
like lead him and shoot him at the same time.
Is that a groper?
No, it's a trout.
It's a coral trout.
Coral trout's a beauty. It's a beauty.
Yeah, I didn't need you to point it out as soon as it came out.
Yeah, you saw it, yeah.
I knew it was that one. I was like, yeah.
That was the one.
If you kill it, you've got to fillet it.
That's right. You
Declan
get
is
it.
filleting his
You can
fish.
sort of hold the fish up a bit, and if you have to, just
With the aid of Ross.
I can feel the spine there now. You can hear it, can't you?
Yeah.
So just lift the spine up if you have to, just to get started. Along like that. So it's slightly different sort of technique from this side. Carry on down there.
Man's first fillet.
You can slice up there now. Yeah, okay, you missed
Yeah,
a bit.
kinda
You missed a bit. That's right. That's okay. We'll get, we'll slice it off later and add it to the mix.
Well, practice makes perfect. You've got to do it every time now.
So I just felt it tense.
Oh yeah? Yeah.
Okay, so now I go like that.
Oh, I'd cut from the other way actually, cut it down. Yeah. Nice.
There it is. Declan did not stop there. Not content with the coral trout alone, he supplemented his day's catch with a big squid, which this time we didn't throw back.
Oh, I can see I'm going to get some ink. See that?
Oh,
Yeah, it's gonna.
it's like an orange calamari.
It just broke.
No, just
Gee, that's
Well
a funny
done.
colouring, eh? It's got an unusual colouring in it. It's good size though, well done.
Meanwhile, although we caught none of our own, Troy showed us the correct way to kill and fillet a lobster. Special mention goes to Rob for reminding us that nothing of the food you kill should go to waste.
So their central nervous system's in the middle.
Straight in the heart.
Yeah. All that comes
The
out.
legs fell off.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That's as quick as you'd like. Throwing them in the freezer, it's still unpleasant. Like,
Yeah.
people say it's quiet, but I don't think they spend any time in the freezer with the crayfish.
Which one?
So that was just cutting the vent out, or the bump. Ooh, more PK.
Oh, sperm. Oh, that's got lots of sperm.
Gee whiz.
Wow.
So they call that PK because the crayfish have been chewing it. Like,
They'll eat that,
They,
right?
Yeah.
they chew on
It's
that.
probably really good for you, but
it probably is. This is not some complex plot to make you eat lobster sperm.
Rob would do it, you know.
oh, what I mean,
Kind of thing he likes.
is it edible?
Well,
I mean,
not lobster sperm, but just
Yeah, Rob,
something different.
would you eat it?
mind.
Yeah, of course it's edible.
Yeah, we'll wash that one and eat it.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, Mum, there's that alarm.
Oh, Rob's gonna eat lobster
hang on.
sperm.
I'll give it a wash first because it's been in all the muck. I'll give it a wash. So this is lobster sperm. Looks
Yum.
pretty harmless. It actually has the texture of chewing gum. Troy reckons crayfishermen chew on it like chewing gum.
That's why it's called PK up in the Torres Straits.
PK in the Torres Straits. And I feel we should ring Greg, actually.
Yeah, I was just thinking Greg would know.
Yeah, Greg would say
He'd laugh and say, you idiot.
But I know Troy's not inclined to send me to my grave early. He's not going to get my will, so, you know, there's no gain.
Okay, off you
Right.
go. Of all the things you've eaten, Robert, is that one of the best?
Lobster sperm. Tastes good.
Doesn't taste like PK. What does
It's
it
really
taste like?
chewy.
Yeah, it's PK.
Wow.
But what does it taste like?
Salty.
Like sperm.
Good
Eco chewing gum.
It's eco chewing gum.
There you
You know,
go.
actually a lot of chewing gums.
Yeah, most chewing gums are petrochemical.
Yeah.
That's, I was just about to say, it's basically
swallowed
chewing
it?
plastic, no?
Oh.
It's basically eating chewing gum, you know, the bubble gum you get these days is plastic, I mean. But this is, it's got to be good for you. It tastes like, it tastes a little bit like sushimi, to be fair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but just really chewy.
Yeah,
It's really white.
lovely.
It's just like
Does that not totally look like normal chewing gum?
It does indeed.
That's
You'd never
incredible.
know.
There you go.
There you go.
Australian native knowledge.
And it is off to the
Water
some
down.
other fish to chew on.
Yeah.
There you go. You
Find a
can't do that
lady.
with normal chewing gum, can
No.
you?
No, plastic.
The only way was up from that undesirable edible. We fried the lobster tails in garlic butter, and Troy and Pascale were the guests of honour. We provided carbs, and they provided the day's quota of protein in its many forms.
Hanging out
I
your
can
head.
confirm it's less chewy and tastes better than crayfish semen.
Good to know.
At least you're open-minded.
But the night was still young, and nothing goes better with lobster semen than some squid roe.
Let's do it.
Oh, that's a lot.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I'll hold it back for you. Oh,
Intrepid.
Good.
Yeah, it's good.
It's good. Declan? It's kind of,
They're nice.
they're nice. I trust Pascal's for you. And it's really good for you.
how do you know?
I
Protein.
know. It's a variety. You need variety of food in your diet. You need to be a different variety. Get your nutritional complement. Ivan, you've gone leaps and bounds. Wow. What happened? When did that happen?
When we weren't
Far
looking.
out. Little toe button.
There's still a way to go, but I tell you what, when he was that size next to me, it didn't take long.
Let's go. It's the morning after the night before. I ate a sack full of semen.
Oh,
And
Robert.
And I can't believe those words passed my lips. I don't want to give anyone mixed messages here, but you know, I just want to report back that I'm okay this morning. I'm okay. But I do believe in a balanced diet, and you need to understand that I did have the semen, but I had them balancing
You didn't
eggs.
actually eat them, Robert. You didn't eat them.
I
You
did.
just chewed them. No, the
Oh,
the
oh
fat.
yeah, sure. I chewed them.
Chewed them.
Well, I ate the eggs. And I can report, my big concern now
That
is
you're pregnant?
that I'm pregnant. Exactly, you read my mind. And time will tell. Time will tell.
You look pregnant.
I'll report.
You looked pregnant before you
I
ate
think I
that
got
stuff.
an early.
If you enjoyed this episode, please comment, give us a thumbs up, and best of all, share it. It helps us heaps.
Come on, you need it so bad.